Welcome dear followers in the Learn to Succeed channel. In this channel, we are pleased to talk about the Arab world and preserving its heritage in the English language. One of the Arab world's brilliant minds is Mustafa Mosharafa, also known as Einstein of the Arabs. He was born on July 11, 1898 in Damietta, Egypt. His father was one of the prominent figures of the city. He received his first education at Ahmed al-Khattabi School. His father passed away on January 8, 1910. After losing his wealth in cotton speculation, he lost his land, wealth and even his home. After his father's death, the son, who was not yet 12 years old, became the head of his family, which moved to Cairo afterwards. Despite the hardships that fell on him, he joined the Abbasiyya Secondary School and spent a year in the free department. Then he moved to Sayyidi School also for free due to his excellence. He graduated from high school in 1914 and was second on the Egyptian scale. He was chosen by the Ministry of Public Information for a scientific mission to Britain at its expense. He began a new phase of his scientific journey by joining the University of Nottingham in 1917. Where he received a bachelor's degree in mathematics. His results caught the attention of his professors, who requested from the Egyptian Ministry of Public Information that he continue his studies in science at the University of London and then enroll in the Royal College there. He received his PhD in philosophy of science under the supervision of the famous physicist Charles Thomas Wilson. Then in 1924, he received his Doctorate of Science degree from the University of London, which is the highest scientific degree in the world at that time, and only 11 people have received it. Dr. Mosharafa was a dedicated researcher. In 1932 he published a research paper titled, "Can Radiation and Matter be Considered as Two Forms of a Single State of Cosmic Energy?" His name became known everywhere, and his fame spread in all circles. Dr. Mosharafa's research proved that radiation and matter are two forms of a single state of cosmic energy, and this became the scientific foundation that states that matter, energy and radiation are all one thing. In 1945, he presented a research on the equation of the moving partial, and 3 years later he presented a research on the defect in the nucleon mass of the nucleus. Dr. Mosharafa had a clear vision about the relativity of things, and the famous scientist Einstein benefited from that vision in developing his theory of relativity. Einstein held him in high esteem, saying Dr. Mosharafa was a human encyclopedia, a many-talented person that one would hardly find in this world in his family. Dr. Mosharafa was one of the few who knew the secret of splitting the atom and one of the scientists who fought against its use in war. He was the first to propose that hydrogen can be used to make such a bomb. Dr. Mosharafa passed away on January 15, 1950, and the true cause of his death is still unknown. It is likely that he was assassinated by poison, and the Egyptian royal system at that time may have had a role in the killing of the Egyptian scientist, especially since Dr. Mosharafa had formed a group called Young Egypt, which included a large number of intellectuals, scientists and students. It aimed to overthrow the Farouk royal system and proclaim an independent Arab republic. News of this secret group spread and reached the royal palace, providing the palace with a justification to get rid of Dr. Mustafa. As for the international Zionism, it is also accused of being the main party in his assassination. It's enough to say that their view of his student, Dr. Samir Moses, may have differed from their view of her more prominent teacher Dr. Mosharafa. And the Zionists played their dirty game, which was the immediate physical extermination. It is worth noting that the book Dr. Ali Mustafa Mosharafa, The Wealth Lost by the World, written by his brother Dr. Mostafa Mosharafa, completely denies the assassination theory and states that he died in his bed. It should be noted that the book Dr. Mustafa Mosharafa, Wealth Lost to the World, written by his brother Dr. Mostafa Mosharafa, completely denies the assassination claim and states that he died in his bed. It should also be remembered that Albert Einstein paid tribute to him upon his death, saying, "I don't believe that Mosharafa is dead, he still lives among us through his research." Today, major scientific circles consider Dr. Mosharafa as one of the 7 scientists who have managed to uncover the secrets of the atom.